Hello and welcome to another fantastic edition of Visual Impressions on NTA. My name is Umar Mohammed. The Society of Nigerian Artists annually hosts its celebration of artists with awards and gala nights. But for the first time ever, under the leadership of Mohammed Suleiman, the bar was raised with a panel discussion, awards nights, and most interestingly, an exhibition that included international visual artists. Let's take a look.
The 2026 Annual National Arts Exhibition, organized by the Society of Nigerian Artists, opened in grand style at the Exhibition Pavilion, Gariki, Abuja, bringing together distinguished guests, artists, policy makers, and cultural stakeholders under the theme Reimaging Arts for Development. The exhibition served as a curated national showcase of contemporary Nigerian art, exploring the intersection of creativity, culture, and national development. From the very first day, the atmosphere reflected elegance, culture, and artistic excellence as dignitaries made their entrance into the exhibition grounds. Among the distinguished guests present was the Vice-Chancellor of Ahmadu Bello University, Professor Adamu Ahmed, whose presence added prestige and significance to the gathering alongside other respected figures in the creative, academic, and cultural sectors.
The very important thing that is about today is that we have come to celebrate something, which is that very unifying factor that we have always ignored, which is the art, which is the art. And for having protected that all through the years, we also have a ground city, which has come from the Nigerian Copyright Commission.
My pleasure to be here. I really appreciate the gesture of the Society of Artists in inviting us to witness this precious exhibition. I didn't notice that it was the first time that they are actually hosting a solo. When I say a solo, I mean an institutional, independent exhibition.
Want to appreciate our presence and welcome all of us to this place for the viewing and enjoyment of the works.
Congratulations to the Society of Nigerian Artists for putting this together. Congratulations to the artists for what you do, for your creativity and your inspiration. As a diplomat, we move on. We have only a short period of time in the country. Usually it's 4 years. And wherever I've been, it has always been a privilege to be in touch and in contact with artists.
The exhibition featured remarkable works from talented exhibitors, including Nelly Idakwa and Omale Victor, whose artistic expressions explore themes of identity, culture, history, and contemporary realities through visually compelling pieces and thought-provoking installations. The event became a vibrant platform where creativity met conversation, celebrating the role of art in national growth, storytelling, and cultural preservation.
I am fourth generation father in my family, a graduate of Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria. I specialize in ceramics in industrial design department. 1979, I left the university. I lectured a little while for 4 years, and then resigned to set up my practice, Jaja Pottery. In Nigeria, I'm second generation of contemporary ceramics after Ladi Kwali. So this is what I have presented for this exhibition.
The National Gallery of Art and the Society of Nigerian Artists has been in partnership for a very long time. This is a body that helps us in regulation of Nigerian artists. This is, of course, a seasonal or annual event that the NGA and the SNA have partaken into. And with particular reference to this year's theme, the Emerging Arts to Economic Development, this is something we've been talking about since the emergence of this administration under the renewed hope agenda of Mr. President. We're trying to see how the Ministry of Arts, Culture, Tourism and the creative economy can be a catalyst for economic growth. And what better way to look at it with than the visual arts? When you look at the masterpieces that are on display today, it tells you a story about Nigeria, every bit and every part of the country, and what it means, and how artists all over the world, or all over the country rather, can have their own say in terms of the economics, and how they can also contribute their quota to the economic development of the country. We're trying to institutionalize the National Gallery, make it artist-centric, whereby every artist has a fair share, because we are an institution that promotes, the artistic heritage. And we're trying to see how we can give a platform for up-and-coming artists to sell their artwork for economic development. So one of the initiatives of the National Gallery of Art, which will be initiated in the next quarter, is the online market platform, where Nigerian artists will now have an advantage to showcase their artworks and will bridge the gap between Nigerian artists and the market.
I have to say congratulations to my dearest friend, the chairman of Society of Nigerian Artists, Mr. Sulaiman, and all organizer and the painters, writers. I would like to say big congratulations to everyone. Nigeria is a very great country with a long history, and you have so many talented people, especially in the art fields. Every time when I look around the art exhibition in Nigeria, I'm very inspired by so many wonderful works. Actually, my perspective, I have watched so many Chinese wonderful, painting works and so many artworks. Actually, we are from different civilization. Our thought, our emotion, and our work is so different. But just because we are different, so that is the reason we attract each other. What we are doing is to promote the civilization exchange and the mutually beneficial cooperation and mutual understanding between our two countries.
In an exhibition in which majority of the members exhibiting here come from the Premier Art School in Zaria. So much is expected, very, very much is expected. And by the grace of God, I'm sure nobody will be disappointed when he comes to view what we have in stock here. Artists should try all the time to be ideological in their work, in what they do. Their work should be driven by ideas, all right, concepts and ideas, not necessarily because they want to sell. Despite the fact that we are in a situation in Nigeria where money is put first before anything else. But actually, the school of thought, the natural synthesis for which Ahmadu Bello University Fine Art Department is known, is radiating all over the works that I've seen here. And I'm not disappointed. Really, ABU Zaria is being represented.
Zaria is the premier degree awarding university in Nigeria. It has trained 80% of the workforce in the art institutions in Nigeria. It has set up most of the reputable art schools in Nigeria. So our products are all over, not just in Nigeria, outside the country. And it's not surprising to us, any exhibition that is national, unless we don't participate, Zaria will always carry the day.
We had a very, very good foundation from the beginning. There was a lot of prioritization, on art education. And largely from the point of view that art has a lot of potentials to help us tell the story of Nigeria, to interpret the problems, and to find solutions. And so we're coming from that strength, which we have continued to build till today. We still produce some of the finest artists in the country. A lot of inspirational artworks, all over. And one of the ones that attracted my attention substantially is the one that I'm just standing behind. It not only tells the story of Nigeria's problems, but also Nigeria's solutions. The solutions: intolerance, the fact that some have opportunity and many lack opportunity, and the fact that we need to work together from the religious point of view, the traditional leaders, the elders, the youth, entrepreneurs, and the politicians themselves. And you can see in this art, it depicts the storyline from the masses at the bottom to the middle class and to the high-income people. And everything about the story says that there are issues. The key to addressing the problem lies at the top. And therefore, we need conversations to begin.
The work is titled Mismanagement. The medium is fiberglass mixed with raw coins. So it's a mixed media work. What does it entail? You see, in every human life, the lifeline of every activity, every organization is in management. So what do we see? If you are an organization or family or government or church is well managed, you will see them gather their resources instead of wasting. So what you see here, suppose it's an organization, a business concern. They make so much money. They put it, I'm using calabash or pot as a medium or a banking medium for preservation of money or some other valuable. Now use this as they put money to serve, the money is escaping. That means there is some form of mismanagement in that organization. You put money, instead of it to grow, it's wasting away to where you cannot gather them again. So this art piece is a kind of a vocal presentation of what we really want to encourage people to do. Try and seal the loopholes where resources are escaping to nowhere. So that's what we are saying. You put your money and let it save. But in this case, it shows mismanagement. But we end up titling it management so that you don't just see it and say it's mismanagement, you go. Find out why it is management.
This painting is titled Awesome Wonder, and it's just an exploration of the landscapes on the Jos Plateau. Jos Plateau has resplendent, immaculate, beautiful looking landscapes. You can of course see the weather condition, misty, fine, quiet, cool, serene. And the whole idea is we have several farmlands, and if you notice very well, you see that cactus, which is one of the things that is represented on the Jos Plateau. But it's important to know that cactus is also a symbol of security. But currently we are facing issues of security on the Jos Plateau because of the rich, verdant nature of the Jos Plateau. So Awesome Wonder is just taking into cognizance what is on the Jos Plateau, the beauty of the Jos Plateau, the tourism potentials of the Jos Plateau, the agricultural potentials of the Jos Plateau, the blessed streams that we have on the Jos Plateau, and then of course the friendship that we can have amongst people. So this was created using acrylic on canvas, and the work actually took a period from 2023 to 2026 when this piece was finished. So for an art piece, you never really get to finish an art piece. You keep touching up the work, you keep exploring, you keep adding up the things, and you keep making it better. So that's what this painting is all about.
This painting, two of them, they are my body of work, recent body of work, and this is a reflection of my current struggles and challenges and strength. Over time, people keep telling you to speak up. When you're going through distressing moments, when you're going through frustrating moments, they ask you to speak up. But I said to myself, what happens if I hold it onto myself and then allow things to play out the way they came? So if you look at the heavy expressions on their faces, the tone, the background tone is giving grace, it's giving solitude, it's giving distraction, it's giving frustration. But in all that is happening, the geometrical pattern on their clothes shows what they were able to overcome. So, and that's where silver lining comes in place. And when you talk about silver lining, it depicts that no matter what you go through, no matter however your struggle is, it will definitely come out positive for your own favor.
And this work, I titled it Holy Distraction. In the sense that in our meditation, you can see she's in a prayer mood, meditating. But in all our meditation, be you a Christian, be you an imam, be you a Catholic, or whatever, a Christian, a Muslim, we always get distracted. This is where the distraction is. As you pray, you get distracted. So you can see in the midst of in the prayer mood, she's been distracted. And all of us, nobody is except, there's no exception when it comes to distraction. In all our prayer mood, you can testify to that as you're praying. Either you're thinking of your finance, or you're thinking of your family, or you're thinking of your marriage, or you're thinking of business. You get distracted. We're still trying to pray. So in our meditation, we are distracted. Nobody's an exception. It's a fine stone on board.
My work is titled The Family of One. It's a mixed media artist, and I use texturized background to create an awareness about the world. Like I said, the title is The Family of One. You see the wife, their child, and the woman. And that's why I titled The Family of One. Every work tells a story. The story I want to tell about this work is about family that decided to just give birth to one in this economic situation, just so that they can cater for that one.
This work is titled Hopes, Dreams and Aspiration, and it's an acrylic on canvas painting, 2025/26, and it's like the title says, the hopes, dreams and aspiration. You can see there are two figures here. If you watch carefully, you see one of the figures here and then another one here. In the midst of all the challenges and the flow of colors and all that, stands as some form of challenges here, or with total concentration. No matter how turbulent a situation is, if you calm, stay, and concentrate on your mission, your vision, and where you hope and put as your dream to get to, you will accomplish it. That's the basic summary of it. Again, from another angle, you see these figures in deep thought, thinking about ways out, whatever situation, whatever occasion, no matter how tough, no matter how turbulent, if all you need to do is just remain calm and think your way through. That's what I'm trying to exhibit here.
Title Starry Night. The medium is old flip-flops, what we call bathroom slippers here. So those discarded ones, we go around, we pick them, wash them, disinfect them, then we cut them into bits and create the artwork. It's a recycling arts. there. So it's giving waste a new life.
Just imagine when the shepherd becomes the wolf himself. You know, we always talk about sheep and we talk about wolves in sheep clothing, but imagine when the shepherd, the protector, the one who's supposed to protect, who's supposed to provide, who's supposed to give guidance, becomes the one destroying the sheep himself. This piece, I feel like when I was making this piece, it was meant to describe these different facets of society: the family, politics, religion, and every aspect of society. We have this kind of people, we have this kind of leaders who are wolves, who are the destroyers. They are, you know, kind of misleading, leading into destruction, or just using that position of leadership to prey on the followers themselves, on the sheep.
So when art is in the family, when art is in the society, is in every form of profession, people most times who I just mentioned, art is there when to teach young ones coming up. And then of course, if it is whoever you are as an adult in the society, whether you're a traditional ruler or whether you are a governor or a president or a minister or whatever, you must have gone through the four walls of all of these arts, in terms of even what you wear on your body, the plate you used to eat from your house, or whatever tools that you must have used to learn in school. Whatever course, whether you're a doctor, engineer, or whatever, art has always been very, very part of these tools. And that's why even in technology today, art is you cannot take art away from technology. So art, you can't take art away from politics. You can't take art away from any kind of sciences or social sciences, you know. So art is in everything.
The need to seek for national transformation through art, because like from the theme, reimagining national development through art. So it's not just the economy or politics that tends to develop or transform a nation. So art and culture plays a very key role in national development. So that is why we chose to bring a diverse group of artists, the young and the old. So that diversity helps to blend and then look at the different perspectives that artists think and see how the nation can develop and transform.
What this exhibition caters to is that besides the exhibition staying for the number of days that it stays, we're just going to make sure that it addresses the basic needs, to address, all of the issues within the society. Now, art cannot be, separated from its own society. The society actually redefines who we are and what we are, but art helps to interpret all of that. So while looking forward to doing all of that and then pushing it out here, so we said, why don't we bring it out to the general public? But then with particular interest in inviting the international community, with also inviting like stakeholders and also all of the brokers that are around there, as far as those that understand what intellectual property is, that is intellectual property rights. So we have like that kind of connection. And how do we do with this? We want to internationalize the whole ideas. We want to be like the carriers of the message of a better Nigeria. If we want to grow this nation, it has to be grown through art, because what presents itself visually to the whole community of people is the things that you know that are so best to you, which is within the spectrum of culture.
Adding even more color to the exhibition were energetic cultural dance performance that beautifully reflected the spirit of Nigeria's diversity, the rhythmic performances, traditional music, and cultural displays created an atmosphere of unity and celebration, reminding guests of the richness of Nigerian heritage and artistic identity. The celebration later transitioned into an elegant gala night where awards were presented to outstanding institutions, artists, and cultural contributions for their impacts on the growth of the Nigerian art industry. Among the notable recipients was Ahmadu Bello University, whose award was received by Professor Adamu Ahmed in recognition of the institution's active contribution to the development of the art sectors.
Thank you so kindly. We're moving on to the next segment.
Also honored was the Nigerian Television Authority for its consistent role in promoting and propagating Nigerian arts and culture through media visibility and national coverage.
We want to especially take our own time to say thank you, Nigerian Television Authority, and every time please put your hands together for them.
The exhibition stood not merely as an art event, but as a celebration of culture, creativity, excellence, and the enduring power of art in shaping national development and preserving Nigerians' cultural heritage.
The one-week-long event has finally come to a close with awards given to art patrons, art enthusiasts, and art fellows. But the two most distinctive art awards for me were the ones given to the VC of Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria, Professor Adamu, and the DG, Nigerian Television Authority. Both institutions have greatly contributed to the development and propagation of art globally. Professor Adamu, the VC of Ahmadu Bello University, and the DG of Nigerian Television Authority, Abdulhamid Salihu Dembos, have both been positive and very, very instrumental in my growth as an artist and also as a broadcaster. Well, I hope you all had a field day here with me on Visual Impressions. I hope to see you again next week. My name is Umar Mohammed. Do have a lovely week ahead.